So do you ever find that sometimes you just seem to be procrastinating by accident? Like you sat down to do a thing, you got distracted by something else, and 30 minutes to an hour later you look up and realize, wait a second, this was not at all what I meant to be doing. Welcome to the Procrastination Unchallenge, where each day I give you a little mini experiment to try to shift your dynamics with procrastination. I'm Dr. Rebecca Block, neuroaffirming executive function coach, author, and researcher. So while sometimes that distraction-driven procrastination is actually about the desire to avoid boredom, in which case, check out the Boredom Busters one. Sometimes it legitimately is just that our brains are not always great at maintaining our focus, and we need to make it easier to maintain our focus if we want to get done what we plan to get done. There are various ways that we can set up our environment, and so I would encourage you to take on one or more of these environmental changes as your mini experiment for today if you find yourself engaged in distraction-based procrastination. So one thing you can do is close down all the notifications and tabs on your devices and put your cell phone literally out of sight, not just upside down and silent. Research shows that if it's even in our eye line, even upside down and quiet, part of our brain is preoccupied thinking about what we might be able to do on our phone. Additionally, when we have other tabs open or notifications popping up, that's similarly pulling our attention. You can use a free tool like OneTab. I think it's an extension on Google Chrome, so you don't lose all those tabs if that's part of your concern with closing tabs down, but try to make it so it's easy visually for you to be focused on the thing you want to be focused on by removing all of those other triggers to think about something else from your eyeline. Another thing to consider besides your digital environment is your physical environment. So do you have a chair that's going to allow you to shift around and move or sit as comfortably as you need to for the length of time of the task? How can you set yourself up in a physical location that doesn't distract you? So do you have a Post-it note or a whiteboard or something that's reminding you of the thing that you want to be focused on? And have you removed other objects from your desk or work area or whatever that might cause you to start focusing on something else instead? Finally, another thing you can use to kind of shift your physical environment to make it easier to avoid distractions is to try out using a focus timer. So this one's really common advice, and so you may have already tried this. If you have tried this and it didn't work for you, don't go do it again. Try something new. This is not about badgering yourself, feeling like you're supposed to be able to use the advice that is commonly shared. But if you haven't tried it before, using a deliberately visible focus timer like those kitchen timers that you find where you can see the time ticking down. You can find ones that are specifically labeled as Pomodoro timers that like you just can turn and they have an appealing cube. I have a client who really loves her frog. It looks like a cute little green frog, like kitchen timer that she had picked up from, I think it was World Market, but something that's visually appealing to you and also serves as a visual reminder of while this thing is ticking down, I am focusing on this one thing. It can help kind of serve as that ongoing trigger. Some people even report that like the tick, 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 tick is a soothing sound for them that gives just enough sensory stimulation for them to zoom in on what it is that they want to focus on, but not so much that it distracts them. So if that's not something that you've tried yet, if you've only tried setting timers in the more abstract sense of, okay, I'm telling myself I'm working on this for the next 25 minutes, but you didn't have a physical, visible way of seeing that time going down, it may be worth trying it again. If you have tried that before and it drove you nuts, don't do it. Do something else. Oh, and one last thing. If one of the topics of the Unchallenge on procrastination thus far, this is day 8, hasn't covered one of your most common procrastination challenges and you would love for one of the remaining couple of days to get into that, please feel free to comment and let me know the type of procrastination that you really grapple with, and I'll see if I can pull out something specific for you.